8:15 Saturday morning, May 31st, at the Umstead Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. And it's a 7.2 mile trail. And so far it's nice and cool. I was going to do a bigger trail today, but I got stuff I got to do this afternoon. So I'm going to do a short trail today and maybe still do a longer trail tomorrow. Should only take me about 3 hours. So the park is actually William B. Umstead. It's the Sycamore Trail, and it's pretty out here. Of course, it's that time of year when it is pretty. Yeah, there's some airplane noise not too far from RDU Airport. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Already got the first mile down. A little slower because roots and dirt. This is more of a trail. I'm at 21 minutes for the first mile. Not bad. Not a lot of people out here, but I think it's because it's early morning. You know, I saw some people in the parking lot getting ready. There was one guy ahead of me, but I kind of slowed down, let him take off. Had a couple of runners pass me going by the opposite way. But yeah, this will be a good little training walk. And I don't think this is going to be really too hard for me. So I think tomorrow I'm still going to go do this other trail. It's about an hour and a half drive from home. It's a little southwest of Asheboro. Can't remember the name of the trail, but looks pretty cool. Crazy to think that people actually run this trail. And my buddy Adam from the Runner Guide, who told me I shouldn't do 22 miles today after doing the 14 last week. If I wanted to increase it, I should only do about 20%. You should check him out if you're a runner. He's a runner. He's been doing ultras. And people run through this crap. What are you talking about running? You trip, fall, dislocate a knee, sprain an ankle, break a leg. What the fuck? And people are weird. Walking it's fine. Already, a couple of missteps, little slips, but it's because I'm trying to walk a little fast. I'm not really watching where I'm putting my feet all the time. There's people that actually run this crap. Y'all crazy. Okay, second mile in, and it was 18 minutes and 35 seconds. Not bad. This is a nice trail though. It's just some good ups and downs. It did rain yesterday, so it is a little slippery out here on some of the branches. A lot of branches, a lot of roots in the ground. But doing pretty good. Enjoying this. I'm not raw dogging this. I'm listening to a podcast. First episode is my first million. And it's just Sam Parr today. And talking to Greg Eisenberg. Sort of digging the podcast. It's just interesting. But not my cup of tea right now. Basically creating a full-blown business in an hour with AI tools. Some cool stuff on there. Next one will probably be, I think it's called Making It. And it's with 3 YouTubers. David Prosciutto, I think is his name. Jimmy DiResta and Bob Saget. I don't remember his last name. 3 big YouTubers in the maker community space. That'll be the next one. And that might be all I need. Well, that's only gonna be about 2.5 hours. And there's a Tim Ferriss podcast queued up as well. And I'm not looking at the camera because I'm watching where I'm walking, so I don't walk into a tree or trip over a root. But yeah, if you're out here and you want to start getting into trail walks so you can get time on feet and prepare for longer walks. It's a nice, good trail. Or if you're one of those crazy people like my buddy Adam that does ultra trail runs and crap like that, yeah, you probably already know about this place, and you probably came out here and ran it a ton of times already. It'd be funny if I actually hit a tree with the camera, but I'm watching where I'm walking, kind of the peripheral vision. Unfortunately, I don't think this trail will be a good trail for the wife. I mean, she could do it. Her vision's better in that right eye, but it'd be a lot slower. I mean, it's a nice trail. Is there anything to look at? No. But the scenery is to look at, so that's nice. But there's no vistas to look at. Okay, keep trucking. If I think of anything to talk about, I'll keep talking about it. And it looks like I gotta make a turn. I had to turn on the video because I'm kind of doing some switchbacks. Some little creek / river down there. Kind of walking down that way now. There's people. Oh, ugh, people. You know, when you're hiking and walking, especially in wet areas, and it actually doesn't even matter if it's wet, when you're going downhill, make sure you're not going heel first. You don't want to come down like this and go down heel first. You want to go down toe first. Even with these shoes, which have decent grip on them, or should, you're still going to slip on wet branches, loose rocks, whatever. So, toe first going downhill, not heel first. No, I didn't slip and fall, but you know, a couple times my foot's kind of scooted a little bit. And I always got to remember that. There was only one trail I was going to try to do. It was out in Utah. It wasn't Salt Lake City. I think it was near Provo. I think that's where I was. This trail looked kind of cool. But yeah, I think I only got a quarter mile into it. Because this trail was the side of a mountain, and I would say the width of it was about the width of my feet. Maybe like that. And it was sheer going up. And then here it was sheer going down. And the trail was broken rock. And I was like, fuck this. I ain't gonna walk up this, especially I was by myself, a couple thousand miles from home. Did see one person coming down the trail, but I don't know how far this girl got, but yeah, I was not walking that thing. It wasn't the looseness of the rocks. It was the, oh, if I lose my footing, I'm going down far, and there ain't nobody around. But this trail is nice. Still got helicopter noises think there's a shooting range nearby too. Ooh, gotta watch out for the mud. Walk around it. Haven't seen a lot of people. Not as bad as the American Tobacco Trail, but the American Tobacco Trail is a running and halfway paved trail. Fallen tree. Under we go. Time to stop the video. And I think I just hit, no, that's just the exercise ring closed. So that means I've been doing this an hour. I'm at 2.9 miles, so not bad. A little slow on my 20-minute per mile. A little bit of the river. One of the thoughts is nicotine. I'm a nicotine junkie. But what I did on the hike last Saturday, now I don't smoke, I don't vape anymore. I don't even use actual tobacco dip. I use, not a Zyn or a nicotine pouch junkie, I use a product called Black Buffalo. But I use it a lot. And so starting over last weekend, Sunday, Monday, I'm trying again, and I'm going back to suckers, Tootsie Pops and Dum Dums. Those actually did pretty good this week. Actually used the product way less than I normally would. And this time for this hike, I actually left it in the car. Didn't even bring it with me. So no nicotine on the trail. Now, is that the end of the world? No. It's only going to take me about 3 hours on this trail, so it's not like I'm going to be jonesing that bad. But it's in the car when I get back, so at least I can have some when I get there. And I brought some suckers too. So maybe I'll have a sucker first. Yeah, probably not. About 3 hours is usually where I start feeling it. So I'll have a pinch, drive home, probably stop at the grocery store. Yes, a lot of people say nicotine's not too bad. Pause. How you doing? Some say that nicotine's really not too bad, but I use it a lot. I probably, on a 7-day period, I would say probably go through 10 cans. And that's with the discounts they have right now, about $30 a week. It's $120 a month. $30 a week, that's $1,500 a year. So, working on reducing it. Could try to go cold turkey. Last time I tried cold turkey was probably 6 years ago. Made it 10 days. But I think I'm more motivated now. Just because, there still are bad side effects for nicotine. It can really affect your cardiovascular system. I always thought it'd be a cool idea to quit, drop me off on a secluded island for 30 days. Food, but no nicotine and water, of course. I get to kill 2 birds with one trip. 1, being isolated, just for the fun of it. And 2, get off nicotine. That's the thought. 5 miles in, and it says my average is 20 minutes and 39 seconds. So it definitely slowed down. I don't know if that's the last lap or all the laps combined. Got the sun behind me. Into podcast number 2, more just for noise. I'm thinking about nicotine. But not doing too bad. 2.2 miles to go. This really hasn't been too hard. So I think tomorrow I'm definitely going to go out to a second trail in the morning. That one says I should be able to walk it in about 4.5 hours. I think it was 11.5 miles. But definitely this trail is nice. It's close by. It's only 30 minutes from the house. It's got some good up and downs and spots you got to be careful about. So when I come out, or when I go buy myself a hiking pack, a bigger one than just this little tiny day pack. It's not even a day pack. This is like a couple hour pack. I can come out here with some weight on it to actually get some trail time with the backpack on. Kind of cool. All right. More thoughts coming later if I think of anything. So kind of funny. I needed to bend over to tie my shoe. And my hips are a little bit bending over, but not bad. Thought it was funny. Morning. Something I was thinking about. Never done it. Always wanted one past 10 to 15 years is to get a kilt. But they're heavy. I don't like the way most of them are made. But I found this one from Purple Rain Products. Specifically, it's for hiking. It's a hiking kilt. I think it's like $80. It's really not bad. Maybe seems pricey, not too sure, but it's really lightweight. And I really want to buy one. And I do enjoy hiking in my Matador leggings. The best leggings on the market for men. But I need something a little more free, if you know what I'm saying. Any of you all out there, guys hiking a kilt or something like a kilt? I know there's people out there, but I'm curious if anybody watching these videos does, which I know nobody watches my videos. I don't really care. But do you hike in a kilt? I know somebody did the AT in a kilt. 6 miles in. 1.2 miles to go. If that's even 1.2 miles to where I parked. But yeah, I like this trail. It was nice. I'll have to keep this one in mind. And I always knew these were here, but I wasn't looking for long trails at first. Well, there was one I did at Raven Rock last year. I like that trail too. But this one I like. And yeah, almost done. And I think I'm definitely going to go tomorrow to this trail outside of Asheboro. It's 11.1, 11.2 miles, something like that. Not too bad. So I think I'll feel pretty good by the end of the day. I'm starting to feel it a little bit in my hips, but not too bad. But if I give myself time tomorrow, maybe stop right at the halfway point. So we'll just say it's 12 miles. So at the 6 mile spot, I will stop, take a break. Okay, almost done. 7.2 miles. I just got to walk up to the parking lot. At the 6.5 mile mark, definitely starting to feel it, and even now I'm feeling a little bit. So don't think I'm going to do tomorrow. I think I might have to wait a little while. I won't be able to do next weekend because busy next weekend. So it might be 2 weeks before I can get a weekend and go do a longer one. Gives me some rest time. But that was a 2.5 hour walk, 7.5 mile walk around the Sycamore Trail at the William B. Umstead State Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. Cool.